to another Murktide video. The last two Sunday Murktide were blue-red, although they were more normal versions with DRC and Ragavan. This one from Carlos Souza, who played this list at the PT, is instead more towards the Wizards plan with Thundertrip Trainer, Tamio, Flame of Anor. Still got a couple of Murktide, so I'm still able to call it a blue-red Murktide deck, despite, of course, looks like a lot different than the past blue-red Murk decks. Anoli Heat has been definitely the talk of the town lately, as it's a 1-mana answer to Quantum Riddler, which is a super popular card nowadays. It was already before, but I think the PT solidified even more how strong it is with not only in Esper Goryo, you know, one of the best performing deck of the weekend, but also in blue-white blink decks that also saw play at the PT. We are, of course, playing counter spells and such, but yeah, Thundertrip Trainer, not the strongest threat, but it is gonna help you developing the card advantage needed to then take over the game. You have Flimmer Denial as well, where you really wanna sacrifice a thing that made you value, like of course in Belcher you have Falaji, and here you have Thundertrip Trainer, so slightly similar there. Ragavan is in the sideboard. Honestly, one more strength of this deck is the not so bad matchup against Tron, unlike blue-black, which is really struggles against it. Having Charmaw and Ragavan really helps you there. Although you still probably lose game one. Alright, this hand does not have a second land, so I am going to mulligan it. If it did, I would have kept. In this, I think I'm bottoming Tamio. In the dark, better not keep a second legendary card. Okay, Mountain Ragavan. What does that mean? Not sure what it means, but I'll take 3 damage to bolt it. Steam Vents. And Lightning Bolt. Huh. Not quite sure what deck is the opponent on, honestly. It does seem like a mirror match. More, you have the Hungarian Nationals? Of what format? Pre-modern? Alright. We revealed Flame of Anor. Opponent kills the thing. Ragadash. Please don't reveal Commissioner's Bubble or Preordain. Perfect. They got a land. Okay, and missing a land drop. Huh. I think I'm gonna go Mishra's Bubble. So I want to go Tamio plus Flame of Anor in the same turn, being able to guarantee the 2 modes. Inclined to just bubble myself now, actually. Because if it's a land, I'm gonna shuffle. It's a Tamio. The second Tamio. I think that's fine. I think that's better than a random card. Although maybe if I bubble myself and so on the Tamio, I would have loved to play it. Counter this. It's a cool event. Standard modern top 8 draft. Nice. Seems like an event from like 15 years ago. Okay. Bubble again. I think I can win this. Alright, I'm gonna go Tamio pass. Now, if the opponent goes Bolt on Tamio, I can respond by drawing 2 cards instant speed, flipping Tamio because I already drew a card. If the opponent untaps and then bolts it, then I can't do anything about it. Oh wow. Oh wow, they're playing Zoo. Okay. That's unexpected. Yeah, I wouldn't playing this properly. That's fine, we got a second Tamio. Maybe they play like Sino Draco now. And then I can go Tamio Flame of Anor. I can also counterspell this. Going Tamio Flame of Anor is pretty good. I think I'm gonna let this resolve. Leave this on top. I believe my opponent will be able to kill my first Tamio. Or rather, second in this case. So I just want a third one. A backup one, I should say. They don't have priority now. I mean, of course, like, if they have a Stubborn Isle, it's a disaster. Which is the reason maybe why I should have played Counterspell. Off game. Off game, and I feel like I may just die with Counterspell in my hand, you know? It's kind of a awkward situation. I had the mana to counter the Sign of Drake, I didn't do that. Opponent. But I had Stubby D. Hmm. Yeah, maybe I should have just played out just one for one without thinking too deeply into this game. Four down to three. I don't want to kill Tamio because I need to hope to top deck Flame of Lenore here. Bolt in this Ragavan now. Flame of Lenore and Unholy Heat are my outs. I bubble myself immediately. Nice. Um. Okay, I think I should just draw the flame and pass here. Not do anything in upkeep. To play around actually I was saying to play around the fourth Ragavan. But that's unlikely. The thing is, Flimovan will draw two flips Tamio. I guess it's okay, yeah. Giving them a draw step may mean another Stability draw step. Pretty terrible draws. Okay, we dodge. The opponent doesn't flage us. I think I want to crack this clue first. Strong. Very glad I decided to crack a clue instead of playing Thundertrip Trainer, which would have shuffled this Murktide. Still dead to Flage, Bolt, Travel Flames. You know, just lots of stuff. So I could have let counters play my graveyard to -3 Tamio. I had to take Flame of Anor, but yeah, I think that was a mistake actually. Could have just had counters play my hand now. Alright, there it is. Okay. Hello, Shadow Titan. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, not exactly back to my roots, but definitely a familiar deck here. All right. Um, hmm. If I minus Tamio, I'm dealing 10 damage. I'm also digging for Lightning Bolt. So I'm gonna do that. Consign to memory. What a bad card to play in your main deck. Preordain. Okay. Opponent has no cards in hand and I have a counter spell, so should be good. Actually, that's not true. I'm dead to Flage, funnily enough. I'm still dead to Flage. That's crazy. Good morning. Playing draws Flage, I don't have outs. Is there a way to play around Flage? I don't think so. I mean, it was if I didn't delve the counterspell 2 turns ago. Alright. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Thought it was dead, but... Okay. So against Zoo, we all consent to memory. I think that's it. Stern Scolding doesn't have that many targets. Spells Nair also doesn't have that many targets. Still no answers to Flage. Yeah. Okay. Going to kill the Ragavan immediately to play around Stubborn Denial. I have Cyan. GG. Go game number 3. I think I'm gonna try Ragavan on the play. You don't like Flare Denial in this matchup. Okay. It's a good hand. I think I want to crack bubble immediately, as in their upkeep. Yeah, in their upkeep, I think it makes sense. Yeah, it's very good to know Star Denial. Okay. Leyline Binding. I'm thinking about going top land here. I think it's good to go top land here. There's no real moment where I need to have 1 mana up in this turn. NZ Paper, thank you for the second month. I was very strong. Very, very strong here. Hmm. Let's go iteration. Putting a stop down with a stability. And bottom exile. And I play Ragavan. I'm tapped out for Cyan, but I feel like it's not a game I'm winning. Plus, they can always still go like Cyan plus stability. I need to find an answer to this Cavu. I need to put threats into play. I can't just go land go and take 5. If they have Cyan, it's over. Here, Anoli Heat's a lot worse than Push. Although Zoo is not really played much, so it makes sense that you build your deck to play against the Quantum Riddler and not the Tortured Cavu. Alright, opponent just goes land go. That's couldn't have gone better, honestly. Let's see what this Ragavan tell us. Hmm. Maybe opponent just surveils to make sure that it doesn't steal anything powerful. Yeah, like this Leyland Binding. Ooh, nice. Kind of unfortunate though. If I play Flage, yes, I killed the Cavu, but at what cost? You know, putting a Flage in the graveyard. Probably not gonna win me the game anyway. Yeah, I think I can't really play this Flage. Hmm. We got a cool suggestion in the chat. It says to counter the trigger with consign to memory. They may actually be a nice suggestion. Remember though, they have Kabu. So the stubborn denial is a hard counter. Okay, so let's think about the scenarios here. What is my opponent hand? Lands. It must be lands. Last turn they went discard mountain, draw pass. So either they have 2 stubborn denial or it's lands. I think I gotta play for the win here and actually do that play. She's kind of desperate, but I feel like I don't really have much. So I'll play the Slage. And then I'm gonna bolt my opponent and go consign replicated on the escape. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Do they have double stubborn denial? If they do, it's, obviously terrible. But we were playing for the win here. Okay. Weird. Opponent maybe didn't see that I replicated it. Okay, let's see what they do here. They pass? Oh my god. This play may actually have won us the game here. Okay. I now even have the delirium. I even have delirium. It's gonna heat here. Okay. Okay. Thinking about where should I put this bolt. Is it in my opponent's head? Or is it on that Kavu? I'm gonna say on this Kavu. Opponent played this wrong. I should have stubborn denial the second consign. I would have not won this game if they played properly. This play should have been in their graveyard. I would have died to it. It was kind of their range, though, to have two stubborn denial at least, given that they passed. So maybe it was a mistake going for the flage play. Buongiorno, Daniel. Yes, stole the game with flage. Although, again, it wasn't really in my cards to win this game. It was really a steal, to be honest. Let's go to combat with flage. Maybe they have Doorkeeper Thrall to chum block. Maybe what they have here. Oh, I guess I saw it with the bubble. Maybe I should have played Trainer first, so they play Thrall, and I can't have lethal. Let's play Trainer. No Offspring, because I want to cast the spells I find. Is nothing. I can counter the opponent draw trigger with Consign. Yeah, I can, but I think it's a bad play. They have a... Well, this wasn't that bad, since I would have been able to avoid the flage. I think though if they escape Flage, I still have lethal, because I can stifle the 3 damage, and then I just attack with 2 creatures and win. The consign is important against Leyline Binding. If I want to draw Leyline Binding, I need to consign it. Which comes in, and I'm able to counter the 3 damage. I mean, probably actually shouldn't, right? Because I'm still lethal. Oh no, never mind. They're gaining 3. All right. All right. GG's. But remember, the lesson here is that you can't stubborn denial a copied consigned to memory. Okay, let's go. Round 2. Top land go. A clean turn 1 top land. Okay, we're playing against Belcher or Burn. Sorry, or Storm. Yeah, I don't think I want to play Sink into Stupor as a land here. Okay, fetch go. I think I keep on going land go. I don't need a 3rd mana up for Sync. I think Tantrum Trainer, I think it's fine. Slightly better than Expressive Iteration because it lets me get the Flare of Denial and then I have a free counter spell, which is important in this matchup. Reckless Impulse. I think I want to go Snare. I have the Trainer next turn that's maybe going to be able to get me a counter spell. So just deny the 2 for 1 there. I think more Snares. Very good in this matchup. What's my opinion on this blue-black set being printed into standard? I don't care. There's too many opinionated people in the world. I prefer giving the gameplay content, which is very scarce. So it's a lot more fun to play Magic than talk about Magic for me. Orm's Chant main deck. Oh, Caputana. Alright. F6. Go ahead. Go crazy. Main deck Orm's Chant. Ma pensate. Is there anything from the Spider-Man set worth for Modern? Yeah, there's a card called the Spider-Man Superhero, something like that. It's like a 4 mana 4/4 that copies a thing in the graveyard. Main deck Worms Chant. This is a new thing. All right, we are dead. Well played, opponent. Well played. We've got Surgical. We've got Ragavan. Consign to memory. I leave it to you. I'm sure you like it. Taking out Annoy Heat. Maybe one Stern Scolden. Maybe the second Stern Scolden. Yeah, I think so. I don't think Mystical Dispute is good. Isn't sucks, but I'm gonna keep. Ragavan on turn 1 is super good against combo decks. And they have Tumble Trip Trainer to give me spells, so despite it's a land heavy hand, I think I have a very important card, which is Ragavan. Very, very important against combo decks. Second copy less important, but maybe they kill the first one. Nope. Okay. Trainer. Give me spells. That's spells. Iteration is a spell that gives me more spells. And having Ragavan means that I can safely cast it because I have the mana to be able to represent counter spells. Not good. Not good. I think I have to go hand, bottom, exile. Really not wanted another land, but there wasn't much better here. Hmm. I have to pass. I can't cast that mana repose. I need to hold up counter spell. Or in my case, sink into stupor, which is a lot worse than counter spell. Oh wow, again, Orm's Chant. Uh yeah, F6. I guess I could have sink into stupor the Ruby Medallion. Maybe that was a better play. But I feel like if I just do that, I mean, there is the chance that my opponent goes Worm's Chant and it's a bait. Or they don't go off. It's just that I'm so, like, my hand is so bad that I don't think, like, I get a turn, I win, you know? It's not like that. Like, I just need my opponent to kind of brick. Artist Talent is going to be hard here. Yeah, Bouncing Ruby cancels their turn, but I don't think if I untap, I can do too much anyway. Whereas, if they Worm's Chant and then don't kill me, and untap with Sink into Stupor, I think in a much better spot, so... So there's a high chance I die regardless. Like, I go Sink into Stupor and Ruby, they still go 1 mana Paretic Ritual, replay Ruby, second mana foes, and still go off, so... I mean, again, not saying that, not saying that, I'm winning because of my play. I'm clearly losing. It's just that maybe I lose anyway, and maybe with the other play, it's slightly better. But yeah, these games weren't even close. Opponent just had turn 3 kill with Orm's Chant both games. But we played against two decks that were not represented at all at the PT. Nobody played Zoo nor Storm. But that's the beauty of Modern. The PT doesn't say much. It's just tournament. Whereas, standard PT just completely dictates how the format goes and how the bans will happen and everything. Modern PT is just whatever, dude. Like, you know, I'll keep up with my deck. O Jonah Bayan. Alright, let's go. I think I'm gonna go Steam Vents turn one because I may just draw like a tablet and then I go Heat. You played Prowess today and you felt better than you remembered? Maybe because you drew better than the last time you played it? It's the same cards, It hasn't changed much since Chorus to Cutter. It's a fine deck, yeah. I mean, I played it yesterday on stream. Solid deck, Prowess. I mean, first in Swiss at the PT, so it can't be that bad, but probably pretty bad against Esper Goryo, though. Thoughtseize turn one, okay. Wow. That's wild. Opponent Thoughtseize is an iteration and so should the time you have a second one. Let's see, maybe they have push. They have nothing? Hmm. I think I'm gonna crack a clue now to play around spells there. Oh no, opponent has a land on top, unfortunately for me. If they play Frog, we'll see what they do. What they do. Nothing, okay. Hmm. I think I cast Preordain here. It still flips Tamio, and it lets me draw land to go either Trainer or Clue. See what happens here. Did you buy Quantum Riddlers? Yeah. I bought 5. 1 for the cube. 8 here, actually. It's a bad looking one. Bought it from Collector Legion. I traded my Spider-Man boosters that I won in the Los Angeles RCQ for a VV and a Quantum Riddler. Stonks. Should I play Trainer? Kinda. Find a counter spell for this Goryo. I'm just dead to Goryo. Classic. Do find counter spell. Fortunately, it costs mana. Faithful Mending is good now because, well, Solitude forces negation. But also because with Quantum Riddler, you don't mind going card disadvantage because you're going to gain the advantage back later. Please don't go Goryo. No, 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 no. No. So broken. Am I going to MagicCon Vegas next year? I mean, I don't know. It's yes, maybe. I don't know. Isn't it like in 10 months? Yeah. I hope. Hope to be alive by then. No, I'm joking. Yeah, yeah, I hope so. I hope so. If Watsy calls me for the Sunday show, like they've been doing for the last years, then yes. So I've got Flooded Strain, Riddler Force. Okay. We have to hope they don't have a Ephemerate here. Because if they do, I am GG. If they don't, that's a game, I guess. A game I'm not winning, probably. But that's a game. At least I got Hanoli Heat for days for that Riddler. I need to go top land. Can crack a clue. And surveil. Okay, I like Flare Denial. I've got 7 cards in hand. Eventually, I'll Divination, I guess. Dark Ray. Think of it in 19 months. Welcome, welcome. But nice little hand here. Faithful Mending is fine. Okay. More mendings. Discarding Ending Force. Okay. Psychic Frog. That's fine. Yeah, talk about drawing before surveilling. Yeah, right? You should draw first because you get more informations. Do this. They can go Ephemerate. Hmm. So go to discard here. Never a good thing to go to discard. Should I go on top land, actually? Maybe. Yeah, first you draw, and then you surveil. Draw is random. Surveil, you have information. So first you draw, then you surveil. Okay, they go Quantum Riddler. That is fine. I'll kill this before it dies to warp, or at least attempt to. Now we're fighting through these ephemerates. Okay. The thing is, it was important to kill it with the warp trigger on the stock because then your opponent can just top 5 and recast it later on to gain value. Whereas now they can't do that. I think this is fine. I should just let him do all the faithful mendings in the world. This card is advantage at the end of the day. Raw Goryo is the card as a discard. Thoughtseize. I think I want to counterspell this. The 2 damage I don't think matters. I don't want them to know that I have Scolding and Snare. It's like very situational counterspells. I plan on killing. Why not do it with a trigger on the stack? Because they may just main phase Ephemerate to save it. And in that moment, I can only heat for more value. Not that it's correct for them to do, I'm just saying they could. I think I should go Flare of Denial here. This may actually be annoying now. Like, they don't have a Traxa in the bin. And I don't think they have any other cards that punishes me. I don't think I have a window to only heat it, because they have Ephemerate up. So I just have to let it resolve. Divination. Okay, finally found Murktide Regent. I needed a clock in this game. Opponent has gained so much life with between the Atraxas and the Mendings. Although they also have Solitude in their deck. So I don't think I want to play Murktide here. I'm definitely playing Trainer. Maybe I was not supposed to play Tamio, actually. Yeah, I was supposed to hold up Snare Counterspell. When I go Solitude, I go Scoldin. Yeah, so I'm gonna go Scoldin here. And then let's see what happens. Counterspell's down, but I do have Spell Snare and Anoli Heat. If opponent goes like 5 mana Riddler. Fine. They only have 2 Gores left in the deck. They concede. Clock is overrated. No clock needed. I wonder if Stern Scolding is good. I actually don't think it is. Like, Solitude and Frog. Yeah, I don't think it is. Okay. Cameo. Do we have Dispute? They do. That's okay. Preordain. Yeah, happy to play another Tamiya here. With Flayer in hand. You wanna have wizards in play? Did I play Goran stream this week? No, Goryo doesn't get many views, unfortunately. If you want a PT, I would have played it, but played Esper Blink, which has the new card Spider-Man, and also did very well for by an Italian player at the PT. 9-1 last year, and just draw from the clue. This Drago game is very good for Tamio. I was thinking now, a card that like ought completely um gone from modern, like literally nobody's playing it anymore. Orcish Bowmaster. It's funny, there's a time where that card is so popular, and now nobody plays that anymore. And it's not even an old card, it's like 2 years ago. And like decks draw so much. Could have been two Atraxes. I think mostly what happens is that games aren't board games anymore. MH3 made the modern a lot more combo oriented. So actually board state doesn't matter. Board presence doesn't matter anymore. You can see it in this game. Like game one, nothing really happened. I'd never attacked. My opponent conceded 20 life. Magic's very different than it used to be before MH3. Be good against Goryo? I don't know, cause like sure you get your orc, but they just reanimate. It's also very good against Riddler too. So in theory, should be very good. Okay, my opponent attempts the Goryo. I bounce it. That's weird. I could have just discarded the sink. Let me dig for a surgical extraction. Opponent could have won this game, I think. I'm gonna go end of turn and only heat. See what they do about this. They ephemerate. They have two cards in and one is a Goryo. So I'm not tapping out from a spell snare. Opponent should honestly go Goryo here. I don't think you should have played around spell snare there. Anyway, let's go bubble myself because I have the fetch land. Can fetch. Can actually grab a Thundering Falls here. Yeah, happy with the second snare. Should probably go untapped here too. Very, very complicated game here. It's different. It's not anymore board based, it's stock based. Still very hard, very good games, very good format. Just a lot different than we used to. Just 1 year ago, just 2 years ago. Aside in the final, Blue Eye Control against Belcher was very, very complicated, despite, nobody ever attacked or had board presence. Okay. Okay, good draws. Can go trainer. In domain failure plus quantum radar still a thing? I mean, is domain still a thing? I don't know. I haven't seen a single list of the PT that do well, so maybe it's a thing. Just the only results that we have recently are from the PT, so can't really tell you. Trainer bricks. It's okay. Augur Bolas? Yeah. But it discards 2 prismatic ending. Wow. Should I go flame? No. No rush. There's really no rush. That's the cool thing. We're just chilling. With our counter spells in hand, no clock, no pressure. I don't even want to crack the fetch land, honestly. I don't have any more surveillance, and exactly for this reason, if I draw Mishra's Bubble, I want to have a fetch land in play. Mishra's Bubble is like poor man's brainstorm, It gives value to your fetch lands uncracked, so you should not crack them for no reason. Mystical Dispute on top of my deck. It's not a good card, but I think it's fine. I think it's fine. It's like when I can artcast Atraxa, when I can artcast Quantum Riddler, and in those cases, Mystical Dispute is good. Yeah, this card Ephemerate and Delta. That's the thing with mending. It's at the end of the day, card is advantage. Like you draw to discard two once, but spend the card for it. Amiel? Thoughtseize. Okay. I think they may have a Traxa here, but because of my dispute, they can't cast it. Very Time Reveler. I'm gonna go Flaming Response because if I find Surgical, I want to exile Atraxas with the Fairy on the stack. I guess Counterspell also works. They have one card in hand only. If it's a dispute, at least they don't die to Goryo. I draw a card now from the Tamiya. It's Goryo's, you know for sure, or are you guessing? Hmm. Wow, that was a very good draw, opponent. Should I go dispute? Oh, that's true. That's true. It is Goryo because I bounced it earlier with Sing It to Stupor. Wow, what a great top deck opponent. Crazy. There's like not that many other top deck. Anyway, what do we do about this Teferi? I think nothing. I just have 6. Wow, crazy draw. All right. While my opponent goes off, I'll go to the bathroom and I'll be right back. Okay. What did I do? I think a lot of things. Should probably concede. I should probably concede. Although, maybe we win on time. Who knows? It's quite low on time. Why did I not dispute? It's usually not ideal to dispute when your opponent has mana to pay. I choose. Oh no, they flipped the tracks. So okay. I've seen I've seen Goryo's decking themselves before. Although I don't think it happens here. Don't think it's gonna happen here. Can crack a clue and flip Tamiya. I believe they have Ephemerate in end. I should have paid attention to what they got in end, to be honest. Planning on somehow killing this Teferi and then going double Annullite on Atraxa. Yeah, I think I'm gonna once again pass. Maybe I draw an answer to Teferi, then I can do that play. Very likely over, like 99%. Actual 99% over. 7 cards in end. And they can also just arc cast Atraxas too, even if I kill the first one. Probably better off spending my time elsewhere, but one is low on time, and this is game one. Game two, sorry. There's also a chance we win that way. See? Game actions. Game actions that require more game actions. Opponent has 3 Mystical Dispute in the list. Hello. The Fairy Time Reveler. Very, very good. Very, very good. Also, never drew a single surgical. Not even when it wasn't needed anymore. Uh, Submit. Deep. Top lane go. Another Heat, I think, goes to the graveyard. Gonna go untap land go here. Needing to answer Psychic Frog. Quantum Riddler. I think I also like to counterspell this, honestly. Like, eventually that's gonna gain my opponent more value, no? Alright. All in. All in anti-Riddler plan. But it doesn't have a third land. Uh, uh, um, I could go Murktide Regent. 6/6. That may be a good play. You go Thundering Falls, Murktide Regent. I think it's a good play. Think I'm gonna make it as big as possible. Yeah, this is exactly the worst case scenario, honestly, but I didn't have a third land. So I was like, it's okay if it happens. It's not ideal, but kind of a gamble. How about a replay Murktide here? It's just a 3/3. It's just a 3/3, but it attacks Teferi next turn. Teferino Teferone. Those are the names. The official branded names. That's funny. I have to Solitude Evoke to kill a Murktide. 3/3. I'll take it. And then I'll kicker this. Buongiorno, Bino. If Fairy goes to 3, doesn't die anymore to my... I think I'll draw 2. Attempting to flip Tamia. And then I also have a Preordain to cast. Oh wow, they go Solitude again. Pitch Ephemerate this time. Okay. I guess I can play Tamia. Better than Preordain. If Fairy goes to 4. Okay. First thing first, I'm gonna dash Ragavan attack old face. I like the clue here. Sorry, I like the clue as well. The treasure. That's what I wanted to say. That I liked. Ooh, prismatic ending. That's nice. Ragavan, ladies and gentlemen. Pass. Psychic Frog. That's okay. We've got a Flame of Anor, which will be able to kill the frog. Opponent discards Atraxas and plays Goryo's Vengeance. Alright, let's find a Surgical Extraction. Now. No, didn't work. Let's see if they find Land Ephemerate. They did not. Buongiorno, Berso. Remember when Ragavan was the most broken card in Modern? No, when was that? When was it? Oh my god, Atraxa, Hedgemaid's Mystical Dispute. You make a land drop this turn? You did. Okay. Draw. Flare of the Nile. Muy bonita, muy bonita. Allora. Allora. Flame of Anor does not kill Frog, but it just discard 3 cards. I don't know what to do. Tough game. Let's start by attacking with Tamio and see how they react. The best creature in Modern has always been Primeval Titan. There was never a single moment in the history of Modern where it wasn't true. Maybe Lurus for like a month. Alright, I give Frog Fly. Okay. Okay. Do you also discard? They also discard. Now I can go Flame of Anor. Draw 2, deal 5. They discard 1. They discard 2. And they discard 3. Remaining in hand with 0 cards. That Gore's Vengeance as well. Now, first I draw 2. And I draw Noli Heat, of course. Flip Tamio, by the way. You have no cards in hand. I go Noli Heat. They concede the match. Alright. Ogak. Maybe. Maybe the Gak. You have a rule question interaction. You can ask ChatGPT. Whenever I have a question, ask ChatGPT. They always have the answer. Better than Twitch chat. The best creature in Modern was the friends you made along the way. For sure. You say Nadu? Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's put it this way. Lures for a month. Nadu. Hogak. Primeval Titan. Lures again. Leyland of the Guild Pact. What happens with the Zoo decks? Where are they coming from? Why so many Zoo deck? Alright, let's go make sure it's bubble. Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt mi fa cacare. I don't want it. A third land? I kind of want this. But also don't. You know what I mean? It's like the squeeze. Do I want it or do I not want it? I don't want it. If I consider Snapcaster. Yes, you can play Snapcaster. It's just that it's pretty pop. It's pretty weak most of the time, but in the late game is powerful. Yeah, I mean, you can play Snapcaster. It seems like a reasonable card for sure. I net decked this list. It's from a Spanish player who played this deck at a PT. He made day 2. I don't know exactly how I finished. But, you know, making day 2 is no joke. Tarmogoyf was the best for a while. Was it? I don't know. Played a lot of Tarmogoyf in Modern. I won several Modern PTQ with good old Jund, 4-color Jund. Bloodbraid Elf was banned for a while. Then Deathray Shaman, of course, was banned. Okay. Let me go land go. Why Nakato was also banned. That's true. That's true. Ump the Raptor. That's a card. That's a card. Illegal. Illegal creature. Crazy. Territorial Kavu thankfully gets answered by my 1 mana instant speed card. No, I don't think so. I think Deathray Shaman is whatever. I think it's weak. I think it can be easily be unbanned and not played anywhere. It's just a creature. Who cares about creature anymore? You can't push creatures anymore. I think I like Flare Denial. I think it's good with Tonnage Trainer. Ooh, Souza. Hello. Are you this Oza that I'm playing this deck? The 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 the, the builder of this list? Guten Morgen. I mean, I always say that. Wow, you bolt my thing. So Florida Nile isn't online. Okay, okay, I'll take it. Nice deck. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. What is a 19? they they are saving their life total. Scion of Draco. Scion of Draco is a good card. You think Modern was so good you wouldn't touch it at all. It is true that Modern was so good, but I don't think that means that it can't get better, you know? Also, Modern is good in the sense that it's diverse and that is, you know, without a clear best deck, which is nice. But I think if you unban some fair cards like Uro and Deathray Shaman, I think the Modern remains diverse and thing, but the fair decks get a little bit better. So that's why what I'm saying, basically. Yeah, unbanning is fun. There's definitely no cards that need to be banned, so might as well talk about the unbans. The problem with this gameplay that I think I'm just gonna easily lose this game is that as soon as my opponent draws the card Flage, I don't have outs to that card. There's like the inevitable gameplay of just waiting till they draw Flage. I don't know how I was able to beat Zoo before. Well, my opponent definitely threw. I think this is kind of how it goes, honestly. You just, oh no, they drew it. I want fair review opponent. Would I unban Pod? Yeah, I mean, who cares? Yeah, yeah, unban everything. No, I don't know. Yeah, Pod for sure I would unban. For sure. Seems like a split or twin level of cards. I think I'm going to sink into Stupor the first Flage. You wanna bend the One Ring? No, let's not unbend that one. What's the next band announcement again? It's the 10th of November. I mean, for sure, they're not gonna do anything about Modern. I think what's gonna happen in that announcement is just a bunch of shit to Standard. Um, I don't think anything is gonna happen to Legacy either. Then in the January ban announcement, maybe they unban 3 bad cards in Modern. I like they did last year. But I could also not do anything, It's entirely possible. They just do nothing. I think I'll let that resolve and I just go bold. No, first this one resolves. And then I go only heat on Flage. Yeah, I also want to bolt that Thrall. Do I want to bolt it now? I guess not, because that means they can like escape Flage and don't deal me 3 damage. 7 cards in hand, yet I don't really have a gameplay. I'm just responding to threats. They can't escape Flage yet. I think I'm taking 1. I want the Flage to be able to come into play with the Thrall in play. Fable Breaker, that's actually a good card. That is actually a good card. I didn't expect you to play some. Thought you only had lands and Doorkeeper Thralls. Okay, I take 1 here. And then they can escape Flage. And then I can, I guess I have to counterspell Flage. Because they don't have any more Unholy Heat. Yeah. Basically what I have to do is just... Ooh, Sign of Draco? Oh no. I lost. I shouldn't have played Flare of Denial. I should have played Counterspell. Now to go Stubborn Denial, I lose. No. No. Caputana. I should have played Counterspell instead of Flare. Yeah, GG, I die. It's fine. Would have probably died anyway this game. Okay, now... Should I bring in Surgical? No, I think it's too bad. I don't want Surgical for Flage. No, this is a terrible matchup for sure. I think I want Ragavan as well. I'll take off Flare, Denial, and Trainer. No red mana. Yes, red mana. Okay. This is solid. How about I bottom the Unholy Heat? No, that's one consign. You know about a Merc? No. You wanna ban Mikos Intlatis? You know, this weekend I played a Secret Lair event, and it's not normal modern. It's like you can call the judge and choose a random plane from a bunch of plane chase. And one of the plane chase was a Mikos Intlatis. And there's a friend of mine who was playing a Karn the Great Creator, and he flipped that plane and cast turn 2 Karn and won the game. I know what I'm talking doesn't seem real, but it actually was a tournament with 125 entry fee. That kind of embodies what competitive Magic has happened nowadays. I regret playing that tournament. Mostly because I lost. Maybe if I won, I wouldn't have regretted it. But also, with my opponents, I was always like agreeing, like, do we want to not do any of this bullshit and just play Modern? All my opponents said yes. But I don't know how many people did that. Crazy that they had a meeting where they probably said, you know what? Instead of doing Modern competitive, $125, let's do the same thing, but add like an additional bullshit. Like this to me is so much worse than Universe Beyond. Like I can't give a whatever what's on my card, but just don't touch competitive Magic, Just leave it there. It's already not good. Why make it worse? Anyway, I drew very poorly here, unfortunately for me. Super poorly. Did I drew like land? Yeah, I guess so. I don't have any plays. I okay cast like a 3/3 Merc. Maybe it's not bad. I dice to Flage. Yeah, let's just go land go. Nah, there's no way to make money doing that change. There's no way people go like, oh yeah, I want to play that event because it's playing Chase. It's mostly people saying, oh yeah, I'm not playing that shit because of that change. Like the people that make decision must have never played a tournament. The people that made these decisions, are just I don't even know who makes this decision. Who did that? It can't be Yui Jensen. So it must have been some, I don't know, random Hasbro Commander player that played Plane Chase once. Yeah, going to going to the Magic Con without qualifying to the PT is, or to work like I was doing this time around, is very very hard these days. There's really just so many unappealing events. There used to be like an open, and they don't have that anymore either. They used to have like a secret layer with like a very expensive card, normal format. They don't have that. They don't have that either. E Dio porco, però è 3 volte che mi misso con sto cazzo di Thunder Trainer. Puttana la. Va bene, va bene, va bene, va bene. Spero la smatch. MagicCon was like a very cool event before. Like they had the open, it was like a sealed GP, like 1,500 people. There's like a sealed PTQ with like a format 3 months old, which I honestly don't think that's bad. Like I was pretty happy to play the first one, but they changed the secret layer is just unbelievable. All right, last match. Ooh, Trono. Okay, okay, good, good, good. Nice match to finish. At least it's not Zoo anymore. Okay, I have the Turnip to Trainer Flare Denial combo. I like this combo very much. Let's hope my opponent doesn't have Tron. Game one seems a very hard matchup. No, they have Tron. All right, need to draw Murktide Regent ASAP. I think they'll stop doing the PT in the future. I don't think so, no. It's like such a minimal expense for them. It's so cheap. They put so little money into it. And, there's still like maybe a 1% Magic player that cares about the PT. I think for they spend like, I don't know, 1% of the money. I think it's worth it. You didn't like Belcher winning? Why? I think it's cool. I think it's a very cool deck. No bait, no lands. Nice. Why not Flare? You're gonna lose the Thunder Trap anyway. That's true, maybe. Um, yeah, I think the concept of Belcher is so cool. You don't watch people like watching people play. I think it's easy, you know. They just also cast one card, win. I think it's nice. I honestly think that is like a modern deck. You know, no lands, mono blue. It's a nice modern deck. So slow. Like it gives you turns to set up. Like it kills you on turn 4 at least at the minimum. It's not like Neoform where you just don't even play the game. Like against Belcher, you always play the game. I think Neoform is a lot worse. I'm somehow not dead in this game. Like Belcher doesn't even have a second plan. They only do combo. It's not like Goryo where they can do mid range as well. You love his affinity? Yeah, very cool. Also, the innovation of weapons manufacturing explosives is a very nice thing that what's the name? Shuhei Nakamura brought. Actually, I need to buy the what's it called again? Geeks? What's it called? Cruelty of Geeks? No. What's it called? The artifact that you suck a thing. Claw of Geeks. Yeah. Oh my god, I don't have delirium. I don't have delirium. That's so bad. Yeah, I need to buy one claws of Geeks. I'm Spyro Remastered or Urza Saga? Hmm. There's only like mega played versions too. It's funny. All right. I got Consent to Memory, Ragavan, and Obsidian Charmo. So definitely making my deck better. Post sideboard. Which again is the appeal to this version. Man, how's that card €2? I guess nobody has it. All right, land relic. Is mana pool a thing in Europe? No, I don't know what that is. In Europe, we have card marker, card trader. You can also buy from TCG Player. They ship to Europe as well. Okay. You have Claws of Geeks in your Urza Saga storage? Yeah, no, I was definitely not playing at the time. Okay. Let's go Charmaw. Very good in this matchup. Always kill the mine, never kill the tower. Not, obviously, unless you know exactly they have whatever in hand, but in general, it's important to leave the tower in play. This member. I like counterspell. The reason is that if they rebuild Tron, they need to top the tower. They have less. Caputan, I don't have counterspell up. I think I need to have counterspell up though. So yeah, the tower is tapped while they make Tron instead of untapped as the last land. Like if tower is the last land, it's 3 mana untapped. If tower is in play already and it's tapped, the last land is 2 mana only. For the same reason, you should never lead on tower. You should always lead on the other lands. Command? What's this? Warping Wheel? You are playing Sowing Salt? Yeah, Sowing Salt. I still have it in my red pile for sure. Even though it's like power crept by Crumbling Vestige. No, Crumbling Vestige. Crumble to Dust? No, there's a card that's something like that. Crumble to Dust, yeah. Because I play lots of ooh, nice. I play lots of old formats. Like for example, next week, Torof and Carl are coming from Card Market to my town, and we're playing modern, and we're playing old modern decks. So I can't retire any card because I'm building old decks all the time. Speaking of Tron, yesterday morning I built the 4 decks we're playing, and I took a picture here. But the other decks are here too. I've got uh, I've got here. Where is it? I've got here Lantern Control by Luis Salvato. You know, Carl is playing this. Yeah, Torfless Tron. Yeah, we're doing four four modern decks that won a PT throughout the years. Have I thought about playing any pre-modern? I don't know. Do you not know that I play lots of pre-modern? On Mango's Workshop, there's lots of pre-modern. In fact, next Monday there's gonna be a pre-modern video. If you haven't, if you didn't know, check it out. I have so much pre-modern content, so they don't get old too. They don't expire. Okay, that's a nice hand. This matchup feels like really just unwinnable game one, and then positive post sideboard. Yeah, yeah, no, I have all the cards. I can build any decks of the history of the game. It just takes a while, but I can do that. Yeah, I like Ragavan. I'm not gonna shuffle that. Okay. Yeah, this unholy heat is not great. I left in a couple for Thought Not Seer, but definitely not great against our relic. Okay. I can go mm, Land Ragavan. I think makes sense. Yeah, Consign should be good enough. I don't think I need to hold up counter spell. If I bought cards from Spider-Man, no, but I played a pre-release. But I definitely need to buy the Spider-Man cards, yes, because there's something that's pauper playable. The white one that it's a 3/3 that draws a card. All right, opponent wants to get Tron. I think actually what I'm doing here is consigning this one and then charmoing the Ugin's Labyrinth. Do I go Island? Do I need a third red? I don't think so. I think I'm actually going to because my opponent may destroy my land. And then I need a double red. Yeah, too many legendaries for cast down. Not even joking. Charmo, I'm gonna destroy this Ugin's Labyrinth. The opponent can't take the Sarah 7 death. What's my favorite pauper card ever? Brainstorm? Gush? Maybe Gush? It's banned now, but when I started, it was legal. A command. Hervus, thank you for the 29 month. Welcome, welcome. Draw. That's such terrible draws. I'm even surveilling with my lands. Alright. Let's go, Charmo. Do your thing. Do the thing. Have you guys watched the Car Market Commander duel thing? I played Nadu in their last video. But it doesn't do anything. I wonder what they have. Oh, they Tron. Sparkle? What's this? 14 mana? What you doing? Nadu. No, vabbè. Emraculo. Ma come Emraculo? Ma che cazzo dici? Emraculo. I'm dead. Va bene. GG. Chat. This is it. This is how this league ends with Emraculo. We won 2 matches. Not too bad. Not too bad. If you watch us on YouTube, make sure to subscribe. See you tomorrow.